This is Wisdom by the Sea podcast, the space for thought-provoking messages to inspire, motivate, and elevate you to live your best life. Listen as you start your mornings being present and mindful. Set the tone for your day or close out your night with words of love, affirmation, and support. Learn how to release stress and tap into the power of love. Elevate and master your mindset for a more harmonious and balanced life. It's an exciting journey as host, author, and poet Fiona Wright takes the lead.
Good day, my beautiful one. I hope things are blessed in your world. In this moment, we give thanks and honor to our divine Creator for setting the stage for us to receive words of wisdom to last for generations to come. We acknowledge and we glorify the presence and the power already in the source of the knowledge and wisdom that we've been blessed to hear, to receive, and to live by. We're thankful that such messages can flow consistently, and messages are available to us in many forms. And so we ask in this moment that our minds become open to receive such message directly from the source of our Almighty. Question: what if we have it all wrong? I mean, think about it. What if the way we're living our life is placed on certain rules and ideas that we've inherited that is continuing to mislead us? What if? Recently, I was thinking about an experience that I had while I was standing in line and for my Europeans queuing, right? And I went over to the security officer and I asked, is this the right line for whatever I was there in the office to do? She gestured, didn't say much, but she gestured and pointed, yes, stand right here. It was a very, very long line. And I said, all right, cool. Looks like she didn't want to say much. And I wasn't going to push for more information. So I went to the back of the line and stood there. And, in my mind, I'm just trying to calm myself down, looking at all the people ahead of me. But, the point is, I'm going to stick it through without complaining. So I get to the beginning of the line and the officer asks, what are you here for? Mind you, this is a new person. So I explained to them why I was there and they said, Miss, you're in the wrong line. What? The wrong line? You're telling me I've been standing here for 45 minutes, almost an hour, and I'm in the wrong line. Now what? She points to the other side and I see a line double the one I just completed. And she's pointing to me, nodding her head and saying, yes, that's where you need to be. Okie dokie then. I didn't have a choice. I was about to say something and she put her hand up and she goes, next. Have you been there, people? Have you been there? So, sucking it up, I went over to the next line and proceeded to wait. Hence today's wisdom. So this had me thinking about life. It had me thinking about the fact that many of us are standing in the wrong line. Many of us are queuing patiently because we were told this is where we need to stand. This is where we need to sit. This is where we need to show up. This is where we need to check in. This is how we need to say it. This is how we need to do it. This is what we should be doing with our life. It goes on and on and on, only to reach the finish line to be told, you're at the wrong place. You're in the wrong line. You have the wrong instructions. Who do we blame at that point? What do we do with the time that we've wasted that we can't get back? We can't get it back. No matter how hard we try, what's done is done. Well, I am going to share with you what I have used for myself to help reduce standing and queuing in the wrong line of life. Number one, don't just see, observe. Many times we see people doing something, and if enough people are doing the same thing, we assume that is correct. Observation includes seeing combined with processing what we see mentally. All right? So don't just see, observe. Number two, ask questions in a way that's detailed and expresses exactly what you need and what you're looking for. Resist avoidance and the discomfort that happens sometimes when asking for directions or asking for help or asking for the way. Sometimes we're talking to someone, the voice of authority, that will kind of look down on us for even questioning something or questioning their instructions. They have a way of making us feel stupid. And if we start to feel the emotion of that, which, by the way, could be a reminder of when we were kids in the classroom, when we wanted to ask a question, but then we were made to feel stupid because other kids laughed, or the teacher or whoever was in authority made us feel stupid. And sometimes we go through life not getting over that, and we're afraid to ask, especially if we get that gesture that says you should know this. I'm suggesting that we go and push beyond that pain point and ask for what you need. Because if we don't do that, we could end up in the wrong line or going the wrong way just because we wanted to avoid the pain point. Number three, trust your gut. We all have an inner compass, an inner navigation system that can prompt us to go in the right direction. And sometimes we avoid this prompt. It happens early on. And sometimes we avoid this pressure, this point that is likely to help us go in the next direction. But once we avoid it, we get into a comfort zone and we carry on as if we're in the right place. And guess what? We end up in the wrong direction or doing the wrong things just because we didn't trust the early prompt that we had from our inner compass. Number four, in life, we're going to miss our way. Redirection is a natural occurrence in life. So don't beat yourself up if you're in the wrong line, only to find out that an hour later, 5 years later, 20 years later, 40 years later, that you had it all wrong, that you were given the wrong information, or you were just queuing with the wrong ideology. I say today, or the day given to you, this moment in time, is always the right time for redirection. We're going to miss our way. Don't beat ourselves up. And here's the beauty. Many times we may have gotten lost, made a wrong stop, made a wrong turn, and it ended up being a blessing, and plenty lessons have come out of it. So let's embrace that. We will miss our way. We will queue in the wrong line every now and then. So we won't beat ourselves up. We will just go take it from there. Take Take the blessings that we get along the way. Perhaps the new person that we've met because we were in the wrong line or we went to the wrong place. Or chances are being in the wrong queue or quote unquote wrong queue could be the right situation to avoid us from danger ahead. Let that one soak in. And number 5, be patient. Flying off the handle won't take back the time lost, right? In fact, we could end up losing more time and energy stewing over misleading direction. So check yourself. Check yourself first before you check the other person. And, it's gonna happen. Patience is a virtue. And there are a lot of times that we end up in a wrong situation because there's something in us that needs to be strengthened and fixed. So if you've been standing in the wrong queue, yes, it's frustrating, extremely frustrating. But remember, we can't get that time back. But on the way forward, we can make the use of the time that's remaining and been given to us. So we give thanks for this message. We give thanks that every day we can ask to be directed in the right place. We give thanks for redirection. We give thanks for opportunities and mishaps and what we can learn from them. And we give thanks for life. We give thanks for wisdom by the sea. I am your sister in spirit, Fiona. We're giving thanks for our angels and our honored ancestors in this moment in time. And we conclude this message and this meditation with peace, love, and harmony. One love. One big love. Peace.